We have reached the end game in WWE 2k22. The last few updates have showed us that they're not going to fix anything, that the bugs that are in the game currently, I feel we are going to be stuck with. All of their latest updates have been all My Faction focused, showing that that's where WWE 2k23 is going to go. It's going to be My Faction. Hopefully they make it a mode that's actually playable, because I don't know what to do in My Faction. Once you beat it, they just keep going on with these updates of cards, but I beat it, 2K. They add something else to do, or, but they're not going to, because we're at the end of it. And today I want to talk about exactly what the state of WWE 2K22 looks like if this is the final version of the game. 2K is going to double down on things that we don't want them to double down on, and they are showing it in the life cycle of WWE 2K22 right now. They're still pumping out content, but it's not content we want. The game is still a buggy mess and broken in places and unplayable for some players on other consoles, and yet 2K is continuing to pump in My Faction updates. Well, guess what? In WWE 2K23, this is going to continue. They are laying the groundwork now in WWE 2K22. So in WWE 2K23, they will already know how this works, hopefully. And they're not going to upgrade 2K22 or 2K23 that much. It's going to be a copy-paste job to 2K23 with only a year turnaround, not having the extra year of polish that they had on 2K22. So a lot of this stuff is just going to be moved over, and one of those things is definitely going to be My Faction. With them continuing to pump out DLC, I guess, for My Faction mode, I don't even know what to call this content anymore. Premium live content? I don't know. But they keep pushing this in, and pretty soon the retro attires and everything are all going to be locked behind this My Faction. So all that 2K is showing us right now is that they are very capable of updating the game as a live service model that we would and could see the attires. They updated Edge to Judgment Day and then didn't pull the trigger on letting him out and then saved him for My Faction. They can change things to make it current to TV. They just choose not to. By going back and pulling these retro wrestlers, these are, they're cool, but why can't we have them in every game mode? They're always going to be locked behind My Faction if 2K thinks they can make a buck on it. And unfortunately, I feel like this is going to be the exact same thing that happens in WWE 2K23. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think.
Looking for the cheapest chairs on the internet? Chairsforgaming.com. Use code BEACHBURN at checkout and save so much money. Get the chair you've always wanted at chairsforgaming.com. Links in description.
End game of WWE 2K22. And with them refusing to do updates, I hope that this isn't the last that we get. Is they're just going to keep pumping out My Faction stuff, but I really believe that's what they're going to end up doing. And that makes me sad. So how does WWE 2K22 stack up if this is the final version of the game that we're getting? Well, first up, we're going to look at Universe Mode. I have seen several reports. I've had issues. Other people I know have had issues. No matter what console you're on, everyone has little different hiccups. Whether render's not working, or championships busting, or Money in the Bank blue screening, or how about no tag team finishers? Because why would you want to make tag teams in a wrestling game and go through a universe mode with them? That'd be weird. No one wants to do that. So universe mode is a buggy mess, but when it works, it's still a buggy mess. And for being copied over from an 18, 19, 20 universe, and they just keep adding stuff in it, it completely needs to be reworked at this point, because still getting cutscenes from 2000 or 2K14 is nostalgic and all, but we're 3 systems later, guys. I mean, come on, we could use some new cutscenes. I mean, that's just my thought. Let me know down in the comments below. Next up, something that will be in WWE 2K23 is going to be General Manager mode. This mode is around to stay. The fans clamored for it. They finally brought it back. What can they do to change it? Couple things I think they should implement is definitely singular championships. Give us the Intercontinental United States belt without breaking the game. I don't know if they can do it. Really don't. But it'd be cool to see them try. If we can get that in the game. And I don't know. In the older games, you could trade wrestlers mid-season back and forth. I would like to see them implement trading and polish it up a little bit. But for a foundation, I feel like this was a decent general manager mode. Keep what we got now. Just, add a little extra on top of it. Just that little bit, 2K. You can do it. And the online lobbies, I could go on a soapbox for days, and I'm not going to. Online has plagued wrestling games since wrestling games have been wrestling games. Unfortunately, I hope they fix it as they move on to the next generation of consoles or the current generation. I don't even know where we're at anymore. But maybe they can fix online lobbies. Maybe they can make online... Anyway. But online is its own separate video for a time later on. And the Creation Suite finally give us a lot of things this year. They gave us some more things that we wanted, took some stuff away because they can't figure out how to make it work. But overall, just keep adding to the Creation Suite and, give us back, I don't know, custom entrances or, custom belts that don't freak out. But, let me know down in the comments below, what do you want to see added to WWE 2K23? Overall, 2K22, as it rounds out, it's going to go down as okay. I mean, it had 2 years of hype train, so the DLC was okay. If you got the season pass or didn't get the season pass, you're really not missing out on anything. If you find the game cheap, it is wonderful to pick up and play if you have a whole bunch of buddies. Sit down and play the game. If you're playing solo, there's enough to do in my rise, and online is online. And of course, community creations keep the game fresh by unlocking stuff all the time that 2K won't unlock for us. If you made it this far in the video, can you hit that like button for me? Sends it out so more people can see it. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any WWE 2K22 and beyond content. To wrap this all up in a lovely bow for you, the way I feel about WWE 2K22 is when 2K23, 2K24, all them come out, we're going to look back at this one as a generational leap. Like, okay, this reset the series. But it's not going to be anything to drive home about, and the bugs that are still in this game make it playable, but not 100% of the time, and that's what I think drags this game down. The older games, if you can even find them anymore, still had issues, but they weren't completely unplayable. Our modes weren't 100% broken. Depending on what day it is, Universe mode and General Manager mode will let you load through and do the things you want to do, but let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you want to check out more WWE content, check out that video right there. It's awesome. Remember, make life your beach. We'll see you on the next video.